Trust isn't lost in big moments. It's lost in small cracks when leaders don't model accountability. That's correct. Accountability. So if you want trust within an organization, you've got to have accountability within your organization. But believe it or not, the accountability starts with you. It starts with you as the leader. So let's look at this. If you're viewed as someone that has no follow through, that you just talk, preach, 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 expect, but then the rules are different for you, at that point, there's no trust, right? There's no trust because people are not looking up to you. So at that point, when there's no trust, you have no cohesion. There's no cohesion within your culture. So if we break it down and we look at accountability and what can you do as a leader, let's take a few different examples. So number one, let's say you're in a role of sales. So you're in corporate business and you want your team to track daily performance. Well, you know the best way to get them to track daily performance is for you to be a part of it. You're a part of it. You lead from the front. You show them what good metrics looks like. Now, depending on the role, there might be different metrics, correct? But if it's a system of we're going to track habits, we're going to track performance so we get results, then you start with you and you show those results to your people. That will create trust, which will create cohesion. Now, let's spin it and we'll jump into athletics or public service, any other thing, is you have to understand you lead from the front. So if you tell people, I don't tolerate you being late, you've got to be punctual. Being on time shows respect. You should be 5 minutes early. Well, guess what? You better live by that mantra as well. You better show up and show up early. You want to be the first person in the room, correct? Now you're leading by example and they're seeing that and they're like, oh man, chief is here now, or coach is here now, or CEO is here now. And all of a sudden they're like, oh wow, like this person's on it. So next, if we look at whatever, being prepared at your level, right? We'll talk about personal responsibility. Now, if you showcase, for example, that you're doing things to grow yourself because you expect that of others, right? And it might be business, it might be mental, it might be overcoming limiting beliefs, it might be physical fitness, whatever the case is, whatever your environment is, right? If you want people to take responsibility for their own behavior and do extra things, put that extra effort into them being great, then you've got to show them that you do that yourself, right? That you do it yourself. If they see that you're doing it, now all of a sudden it becomes contagious and now it becomes part of the culture. So do you understand how accountability, leadership from the front creates trust, which then when you have trust, you create a cohesive culture. But if you don't have that accountability for yourself, if you're not leading for the front or you're leading with two different sets of rules, one for yourself and one for your people, do you understand how you do not have trust anymore? Therefore, if you don't have trust, you don't have cohesion. So you have to understand as a leader, if your ultimate goal is to have high performing individuals in a highly cohesive culture, accountability is not optional. It's not optional. You've got to have it and you've got to put it at the top of the list. So what I want you to do is reflect back, put some comments in there, be a little vulnerable. Tell me where you need assistance being more accountable. There's tons of tricks, tons of stuff out there to help you become more accountable. It doesn't have to be this overwhelming thing. It can be done very quickly, very efficiently, which then you could take that same patterns, the ones that you're going to implement, the same behaviors, and you can transfer them down to your people so that you get that culture and the results that you're looking for. Once again, Dr. Philip-Neri, new video drops every Tuesday. Let me know how I can support you.